So I am delighted to welcome a long-time friend and relationship to this interview. Today, Devrim Dirik is joining us. Devrim is marketing director of Lyly in Saudi. We have met a very long time ago in Istanbul. And since then, Devrim career and life have reached great heights. Devrim, I would like actually you to maybe explain a little bit what was your background before embarking in an MBA? What were you studying in Turkey, and what was your profession?
Sure,
And how did you end up being an MBA alumni?
sure, sure. Thank you, Isabel. See, a couple of days ago, I celebrated my 10th year with Lyly. I joined the company 10 years ago after graduating from Columbia Business School. I went to Columbia in 2010. And prior to Columbia, prior to my MBA, I was doing strategy consulting. I was working for Deloitte in Turkey. My background, undergraduate degree is industrial engineering. And prior to Deloitte, I also worked in a hospital chain in Turkey and spent some time in Germany. Why MBA? There were particularly two reasons why I want to have an MBA. I think the first one, for every consultant, if you want to make a career shift, you might want to have a kind of an MBA before you make a final decision. So I was looking forward to moving back to industry, and I think MBA gave me the opportunity to understand what are the potential industries I can move on after consulting. This is the first one. And the second one, having an MBA, I think is very important to have an international career. I see this a potential benefit for your equity. Having an MBA in your resume, it's good for your current company and also for your potential recruiters in the future. This was the second reason I want to do an MBA 10 years ago.
That's very good. And just so we understand, you've been traveling the world after you did your MBA, right?
Yes. This is also a very, very good point. I graduated 2010 from Colombia. I came back to Turkey, spent 3 years in Turkey, then back to US, spent 2 years in the US. Again, back to Turkey. I spent another 2.5 years in Turkey in another position, still working for Lyly. And then since February 2018, I'm based in Riyadh, and I'm leading the marketing function of Lyly. We have a big team here, and yeah, it has been an interesting journey. I moved back and forth between Turkey and other countries. I think MBA also played a very critical role here, and provided me maybe better opportunities even with my current company.
That's very, very good. Quick question, do you speak Arabic?
No, not yet. I am working hard on it, but it's a very difficult language.
Okay, so basically all your work is done in English, right?
Yeah, everything here in pharmaceutical industry in this part of the world, not only in Saudi, also in Dubai and in other countries, is conducted in English. Even when we are approaching our customers, doctors, the language is English here because the academic language, scientific language is English.
Oh yeah, of course. So, Devrim, based on your experience, what advice would you give to any MBA candidate today researching for their ideal program? What are the
Ideal
key
business school.
points? What are the key points they should be looking for in a business school?
Okay. See, I was making this decision 12 years ago when I was trying to find the best school for me, right? There are standard limitations for everyone. For example, geography. Where do you want to study, right? You want to study in Europe, US, or in your home country. Cost. Can you afford a top tier MBA school? Can you get a scholarship? Or are you looking maybe a second tier, third tier school? The third one, how competitive are you? Because you might want to go to a top tier MBA school, but your GMAT degree is 550. So it's difficult, right? So your competitiveness is important. And also the fourth one is the industry. There are some schools they are really targeting particular industries. Like Columbia is well known for finance, right? Another business school is well known for consulting. INSEAD is very well known for consulting. These are the factors I think every MBA candidate should consider. If you don't have any limitation, you are mobile, you have money, you are competitive, I would say go to the best. It is once in a lifetime experience. You need to target top schools because you will carry this forever with you. It is not like, okay, I did my MBA, I didn't like it, let me do another one. It is once in a life experience. I'm asking, all the students when they also come to me and we have an interview for Colombia, they have to target the best school they can achieve, because it is once in a lifetime, and this school should be the highest one they can achieve with their competitiveness, with their how competitive they are.
That's a good advice. And what do you think schools are looking for in an MBA applicant or candidate?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
achievement? Is it diversity? Is it leadership potential?
And again, this discussion I had with my colleagues or with my classmates at Columbia. I think every school admission committee, they want to bring someone who will be successful in the future, because the schools at the end of the day, their brand equity or their performance is based on the number of students they are preparing for the future, right? So every school wants to hire high potentials. Since it is very difficult to identify high potential, even today, the companies are investing a lot of money, tests to identify high potential. It's very difficult. This is why they are looking at GMAT, GPA, your application letter, your recommendation letter. I think these are indicators of a potential high performance. This is why they will hear a lot from schools why these things, these applications, why these are important in the application. I think all this input, they will come together and they will indicate a strong performance of a student. My recommendation to potential students, work on these four things, and also make sure you connect with the graduates of the school so that you understand what the admission committee is looking for.
That's very good advice. Devrim, you've traveled the world since you did your MBA, and with I'm sure you've got friends absolutely everywhere in the world. What can one expect to really share and learn from fellow students whilst you're doing this
Yeah.
program?
My first day at Columbia, when we started, um, and the program was very, very well structured. They had a very clear orientation. They divided us into smaller groups. We had 6 students in our group, and then we also had clusters. Cluster means like, a classroom around 60 students. With this smaller group, I think it was called learning team. We finished the first year with the learning team. Every single assignment we delivered was with the learning team. A presentation, a paper, a project, everything was done with the learning team. Definitely you have low performer in the team. Maybe the guy is not interested, is not his strength, his or her strength. We have different backgrounds. I had someone from South America, another guy from United States. So it is very important to learn from your fellow students during this journey. I see MBA is not going to add much to your academic knowledge. I had an engineering degree, so I never studied one single thing, during my MBA. For me, it was very simple. But what I learned is from my classmates, from the other students, how to work with a Chinese guy, how to work with an Indian guy, how to collaborate, how to deliver, how to handle conflict with someone from a different background. I think all these things help me become maybe a potential uh, international business person. I think this is why I'm here today. In my team today, I have team members from Pakistan, from Egypt, from Saudi Arabia. My boss, he has a different background. I think my MBA background and my interaction with my colleagues, my classmates during MBA, all these interactions, they were very helpful.
This is super. And what do you think are well, I guess there are some typical and maybe some atypical career path for MBA
Mhm.
career holders, right?
Yes. Again, it depends on the schools. I know some of the schools, they are very strong in consulting. Maybe 50% of graduates, they are going into consulting, right? Columbia, my school, is very strong in finance. I have many classmates now, they are working in corporate, investment banking, in finance. It really depends. My recommendation here, maybe for the students, depending on their career interest, they need to select a school. Why I selected Colombia.
Yeah.
Colombia is not good in pharmaceutical marketing, or there is not a targeted school for pharmaceutical marketing. My decision was mainly a personal decision. I got a scholarship from Colombia. I want to study in New York. Colombia was a top tier school, and I also got accepted by London Business School and a couple of other top tier school. But Colombia was an easy choice for me. Especially getting a
Okay.
scholarship from the university was very helpful. There are multiple career opportunities. My recommendation to the students: select the school which is specialized in your career interest, and
Yeah.
this will give you a lot of opportunities. Definitely consulting is one of them, because consulting companies are really hiring from MBA schools.
And so you did apply to a few schools, you said, right?
Yes, I
Not
applied
only
five
to one.
schools. Yeah,
Five.
always. Yes, five schools. And again, application journey, it took me around 1 year to prepare for my MBA
Okay.
application. But I applied only top tier schools, right? Maybe if you don't want to go to these top schools, you can take less time. First of all, I studied for GMAT. It took really time. I'm not a native speaker, so I need to improve my language skills. A second one, I had to do a desk search about the schools. What are the top
Mhm.
schools? Am I competitive for these schools? And then I applied five schools. I remember I applied Columbia, London Business School, and three other schools now. Oxford, Site Business
Side
School,
business school?
and
Yeah.
yeah, Site Business School. I think Cambridge, and there was another school from the US. Now I don't remember the name. I got accepted by four of them. One
Kellogg,
school,
Wharton, Chicago?
yeah,
No?
Kellogg. I applied Kellogg, but I didn't get accepted by Kellogg. I got accepted by four of them. London Business School is also an excellent choice, but I want to study in New York City. I got a scholarship from Columbia at that
That's
time.
great.
I think this is why I moved to Columbia. And by the way, Columbia has a special program. It's called J-term. Instead of studying 2 years, you can finish in your degree in 15 months. So this was
Oh,
also another factor to choose
the
Columbia
length.
for me.
Okay. And
Yes,
does the format matter? Does the format?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
See, yes, personally, and I have many friends. They are doing executive MBA. I think you do executive MBA. It's good to have executive MBA maybe on your resume, but really the learning experience, it's not in the classroom. In your MBA, you are learning from your friends when you are having when you are having a fight, when you are not agreeing with someone, when you are preparing a presentation, or after school you go to a pub, you have a discussion, you learn from his consulting experience, right? It's a journey. And in order to get maybe during COVID-19, this might not make sense. Maybe, I'm old fashioned, but I still believe learning, majority of the MBA learning will come from your classmates, not from your professors. And in order to get most out of it, I believe it should be face to face. And between executive and full time, I believe you can do executive MBA if you have a clear career plan, clear career progress. Right now, for example, I'm 41, at 42, and I can do an executive MBA, right? Because I want to
You
continue
can.
with Lyly. I like my company and I have a future plan. But like if you are doing consulting, or if you are young, you have a future ahead, and you have multiple options, I really recommend the full-time program. It will give student time to think about the future and to plan ahead.
And given COVID-19, I mean, I've been exchanging with quite a few business schools, and it seems that actually in the time of crisis, there's never been a better time actually to prepare oneself for after the crisis. Would you actually give this advice as well?
Same. 2010, I graduated 2010, one of the
Yeah.
difficult years. Even 2009, where Lehman Brothers and all these companies
Yeah.
collapsed. It was an excellent time. I think the number of MBA applications will go up during this time. We will see.
This is
This is
good.
an excellent time for personal development.
That is great.
Yeah.
What is your most memorable career-related surprise while studying?
Yeah, I have many, but
Many.
let me share. Yeah, multiple. The MBA has been a very interesting journey for me. I traveled to India with my classmates for 2 weeks. I met, senior government officials, traveled all around India. I saw places which I have never seen before, but I will not share my India experience. There is another one. Um, I joined Lyly June 14, 2010, like around 10 years ago. I think it was May 2010. I got an invitation from Eli Lilly. Even before I joined the company, from the CEO of the company, I got a call and then an email, and they invited me to Columbia Business School annual dinner. Columbia is organizing an annual dinner every year, and board of trustees, alumni, corporate sponsors, faculty members, students, they are all invited, and the objective is just to raise dollars for the school, right? So that the school can provide funding, tuition funding, etc. Now I got this invitation 2010 before I joined Lyly, because the 2010 annual dinner was honoring Sidney Torrell, and Sidney Torrell was the ex-CEO of Eli Lilly. And then Eli Lilly had a table on this special day. And before I joined the company in Turkey, I met the head of the company, CEO of the company, and I had dinner with him. And I spent 2-3 hours with him. And it was a really a great moment. Imagine you are joining the company as a junior brand
That's
manager,
amazing.
and you are meeting the head of the company, even probably your GM in your country. He didn't meet him. It was a great opportunity, and I talked to him. I had a photo with him, and before joining the company in Turkey, I sent my friends a photo with him. So this gave me a good start, in Turkey when I started my career.
This is amazing. I think it's amazing.
Uh, but
And
there are many other opportunities. This is not an example. Like when I was at Columbia, I met CEO of Pfizer because he came to school and he had a presentation about Pfizer. There are multiple opportunities. I think this is another good thing of this, strong schools. They are inviting adjunct professors or business people to school, and they are
yeah,
giving presentations, case studies. And even the president of France, by the way, he came to Colombia in
Macron.
2000. Yeah, in 2010.
Yeah, I
I
mean, Macron is a very international person.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
not my favorite president, so I didn't go to his meeting, but he was there.
Actually,
Okay.
this is actually some of the. I was about to ask you if you could give actually some advice on how to improve your chance of a successful career while studying and doing your MBA. Is there
Yeah.
anything in addition to meeting top people that
Yeah, the
actually
one
can
thing I would say, the one thing is only networking. I will not give another advice. I'm not gonna say study this, take these courses. I don't think this will add much, but knowing people, spending time with people, and keeping these connections
yeah.
will really help your future. Even and maybe not for pharma, but if you are starting your own business in your company, or if you are coming, if you are planning going back to your country and you want to connect with people from other countries, I think MBA and business school is the best venue you can connect and you can network with people.
This is great. Maybe my very last question, Darren. What,
Yes.
what do you wish you had known before studying your MBA?
Okay. See, again, I wish someone had told me, MBA is more about. I always thought that MBA is kind of another degree, another academic degree you are going to get. I'm an industrial engineer. I have my degree. I thought that, okay, I will go and study another 15 months and this will be another degree. It's more than that. It's beyond that. It's like a business. Even the way the professors are teaching you at school, they are not going to, they are not teaching you econ 101. You are not going to learn management principles. It's more case study,
Yeah.
interacting with other students, speaking up, sharing your experience. I wish maybe someone had told me, when you go to school, spend more time with others, network with others, speak up, share your experience in the classroom, and this, so that you can get most out of this experience. I knew this, but I was not well prepared. This is maybe my advice to potential future students. Spend more time with your classmates during school, connect with your professors, connect with key people at school. I think eventually this will help their personal development and growth.
And obviously nowadays you're marketing director at Eli Lilly. in Saudi, and I understand that they're doing loads of research as well about COVID. So I guess this is also part of your task as well, in terms of, you know, helping the world with the possible vaccine or something like this. Is Lyly
Yeah,
heavily invested in that research?
it is, pharmaceutical world is very different. Usually in the affiliates, you do not have research and development. Definitely
Okay,
our research and development facilities are based in the US, and there is a team working on
okay.
potential solutions. We are very optimistic. I hope there will be a solution, and you know, there are thousands of patients waiting for a treatment. I hope there will be solutions for the patients.
Yeah, me too. Okay. It looks like this MBA journey was an amazing one for you, right?
It was a good one. Yes, I miss my days in New York, and definitely studying in New York City, right?
Yes.
It was also a very good experience. I miss, and by the way, I was married when I moved to New York City. This was also another another angle. And my son, my older son, he was born in New York City.
I
I have a
remember
photo.
that. I
Yeah,
remember this.
I have a photo from the graduation ceremony. I was holding my son, you know, in my hand, and I have my diploma. It
Do
was a
you
very good experience.
do you actually have actually have ex MBA colleagues who actually met on
Oh,
during the MBA?
many. I have friends, they met at school and they are married now and they have kids.
This is amazing. This is
Yes.
amazing. You know, you can get so many things out of an MBA, right?
Yes, even you can find your significant other, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Uh,
Devrim, it was a pleasure to have you. I'm
Thank you, Isabel. Thank
I'm
you.
really thankful for your time because I know how busy you are. I
Thank you.
definitely want to maybe have further exchanges with you and maybe involve you in other activities that we do. Because you may
Absolutely.
actually
My
be very
pleasure.
precious for, you know, for the Turkish market as well. I'm thinking about this,
Absolutely.
you know.
Sure,
And
sure, sure.
again, all my best for
Thank you.
life in COVID, you know, lockdown, but happily surrounded by your family in Saudi. And
Yeah,
until very, very,
let
very soon.
let me close this in the Saudi way. I will say, Inshallah, everything will be okay, and we will
Inshallah,
see each other.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
in another
And
meeting.
I'm going to do it
Thank.
the Turkish way. I'm going to say teşekkürler.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Isabel. Bye
Thank you
bye.
so
Thank you.
much. You take care. Bye.